Hey guys, let's take a walk through Harrahs on the Las Vegas Strip. But first we're outside the Carnaval Court, which is a bar where Flair bartenders do their thing in the middle there. And then there's a stage with music back in the back. It's closed because right now it's Monday around 1 o'clock in the afternoon. It's not really Flair bartender time. But this is the entrance from the link side to go into Harrahs. So we'll walk through and see what we see. It says there's a piano bar with twins playing the dueling pianos daily at 9 o'clock. Which seems, are they here like 7 days a week? They never let them out? There's a daily 9 o'clock twins playing dueling pianos. So anyway, we'll walk through, see what we see. I don't really know Harrahs that well. There's nothing terribly unique about it that I know of. It's in the middle of the strip. It doesn't have like a thing like the flamingos at the Flamingo, or there's not really a Harrah. So looks like there's a sports book over here, decently sized. Got a lot of TVs, a bar, and then some chairs, and you can sit up here and watch sports, sit down there and watch sports, bet on sports. I'm not really a sports bettor myself, but if you want to do the sports, there you can just chill. And then, the standard games like every casino in Vegas. Oh, I do remember they had this sort of gaudy statue called Winnie and something, where it showed like this lady with her briefcase full of cash, and they were very over the top, like caricatures of a old school Vegas gambler. And now it is gone. It's just a little ramp up to the area where it used to be in this area that's now carpet, and then surrounded by some fake plants. Wow, they really decharacterized that. So like I said, I didn't think it had a lot of personality to begin with, so definitely doesn't whenever you even take out like stuff like that. But there's slot machines if you want to gamble and you don't live near a Native American casino. There's this food hall, which is relatively new, the Fulton Street Food Hall. Food hall is just a fancy word for food court, but whenever they put them in Vegas and don't want you to think about a mall, they call it a food hall instead of a food court. So if you want to come grab some overpriced food, you're probably in the right spot. So we'll go back here to the hotel lobby, see what we see back there, and then we'll head back up, and then we'll pop into the food hall to get a better idea what the food options are. Looks like back this way some, little shops. This Karma and Luck shop has like pendants and rocks and things to help your aura. And then that looks like a shop full of, well, they're gone right now, so we're not going to give them too much attention. Since it's the middle of the day, there's like, we give up, we don't care. So this is the hotel lobby for Harrahs. And then I know if you go out this door, straight ahead is where you're going to go to the parking structure. So it's not where I attempted to park. I attempted to park at the link earlier today, and it was just a mess. So, and they're claiming it's event parking, even though it's Monday afternoon, and charging $35 for people to park. So, I figured since I'm here, I will walk through the Harrahs. I'm trying to do every hotel on the strip. I think I have done it with this one. I think this is the last one, but I might have missed a smaller one. Some bars in Vegas are 24 hours for the most part. I mean, there's that bar right here might not be 24 hours, but there's definitely a bar within the casino here that's 24 hours a day. There's no last call. And curiously, Las Vegas bartenders are not responsible for the patrons' actions. So, if you go get super drunk, there's no obligation for that bartender to cut you off. Just keep drinking and drinking and drinking. Let's see what's up here. It says Walkons Sports Bistro. So, got some squeaky escalators. It is working though. Needs a little oil though, apparently. So the pool's up there. I'm sure it's gonna need a key card to get in, so it's a Vegas pool. It's decently sized, I'm sure. Wait, was it this way? Or no, that's just a sign that says, well, it says welcome to Walkons, but that's just a bathroom. Oh, here it is. I've been here before when it was Toby Keith's Bar and Grill. That's what it was before. And, you know, it doesn't look like it changed that much. It's more sporty, but it was the country bar. And then you can get a pancake stack with bacon for $23. Give you an idea of what's what. And then back here is the entrance to the monorail. That's why I have at least been through this area before. So if you want to take the monorail, there's a monorail that basically goes behind the Las Vegas Strip for most of it. It doesn't go all the way to the airport, but it does go down that way. And then I think the last stop to the north is Harrah, and I'm not even sure what the last stop to the south is. But why not? Let's go check it out. They've definitely changed this area since I last walked through. It actually even has the smell of like new carpet, so maybe it's not that old. It looks pretty not scuffed up, so I'm gonna guess it's pretty new. There's some convention in town. There's always a convention going on in Vegas. Looks like the plants might be real. I think they are real. It's funny how I don't think it seemed like it was that long before. Like, I know it was, they didn't make the distance any longer. But it seems like before it was mostly outside. Oh, so yeah, we went straight over. We're over the monorail now. Okay, I got what's going on. Before you would come up and go there to the monorail. But now we're actually over it already. And then I guess if we keep walking this direction, we'll end up at the Caesars Convention Center. So out the window here is the high roller Ferris wheel. You can see like those are like pods, and they're maybe like 15 feet across floor wise, 15, 20 feet. And then down here is the monorail. So we actually walked over it. So let's go back into the Harrahs casino. Looks like you can get one ride for $6 or 24-hour pass for 15. And oh yeah, and then the last stop is the MGM station. So you can go from Harrah down at that end and then down to the MGM, which is close to the airport, but curiously it says not within walking distance. So they don't want you to try to go walk it and go like, what? That was way too far. I mean, you could walk it. It's physically possible, but it's a hike. I think it's curious they put these windows here, but they're like so tiny you can't really see through them. And it looks like here's your choice to either go to the Link to the left or Harrahs to the right. Gonna go back to Harrahs. But if you want to watch the Link video, there is a video about the Link. I'll walk through there. You know, I was thinking too, it was interesting because obviously I have some preferences and I try to, be as just straightforward with everything as I can be. But sometimes the level of cost cutting and just like, let's just treat the customer as poorly as we possibly can is just a little more than I can bear. Especially when compared to the way things used to be. And I know it's like, oh, everything's worse than what it used to be pretty much. But like when you were here and you saw the transition and you see the transition of what used to be to what is acceptable now, it's just like, no, that's not how it should be. Like Vegas, you should go there. You should go. I used to call Vegas like a seductive mistress, like that would take all your money. Like you knew what was going on. Like you're very aware that, I'm going to lose my money. It's just statistics and that's part of the deal. But at least it was fun. But, lately, because Vegas is now largely run by people that are just beholden to shareholders, like it's more like a stick up. It's more just like, you're here, give me your money. I don't care if you're happy or you like that but again, it just depends on where you go. I try to do videos of everything on the Strip. So that's not me endorsing every casino or conglomerate on the Strip, for sure. That is just me giving you a walkthrough of what it was. So I would definitely recommend you stay at the Wynn if you want to have an experience that's just nice. The Wynn, you can't go wrong. If you want to save money, maybe you just stay at one of the other casinos for their cheap rates, and then you know, go somewhere else. So it looks like a burger is $13.49. I've definitely seen worse things in Vegas here, but like 2 slices and a drink, $20. 2 slices of pizza and a drink is $20. Like, where is that? You know, I mean, yeah, they're bigger slices, but that's still not the size of a whole pizza. And $20. Looks like $15 for a chicken sandwich, big bite sandwich. So does that mean it's a big sandwich, or does that mean it's the opposite of a small bite? Still a bite. So there's a bar, and it looks like the bar's open. There's a bartender in it, so I'm pretty much sure that means it's open. So if you want to have a boozy drink while you're having some sushi and noodles or chicken sandwich or burger, you're all set. Oh, there's noodles hiding back in there. Well, it's not open. So I thought, oh, you missed the noodle bar, but noodle bar's not open, and there's no sign over there with even the TV to show what the restaurant menu is. So let's walk back up and see the area where the statue used to be. You know, that's the other thing I tell people, like, they're coming to Vegas too, is like, if you're gambling, like, it's pretty much the same wherever, like, as far as the machine selection and the, you know, the experience, the payout, all that stuff. It's like, you know, some places have a few different slot machines, but for the most part, it's going to be the same. So go where they treat you the best. Like, if you go gamble at the Wynn, you can play little amounts just like everywhere else, but you'll have a cocktail waitress come by and serve you a drink in a fancy glass, and you'll feel fancy. So you might as well do that versus getting a crappy drink for the same experience. It looked like that was a bar back there. And then let's see what's over here. I think there used to be a buffet over here. I think this, gosh, that's been a while, but I think there was a buffet here where now it's the Ramsay's Kitchen by Gordon Ramsay. In case you were confused about Ramsay's Kitchen in Vegas, where Caesars has a Gordon Ramsay restaurant nearly everywhere, this is Ramsay's Kitchen by Gordon Ramsay. Looks nice. That's all I can tell right now, but it's not open. It says a crab cake starter is $35, and you can get main entrees look like they're in the $50-something range. Steaks up to like $98. So it's closed Monday and Tuesday entirely. So not today. And then there's a price fix menu that's $80 a person. So I like those lights though. I like the aesthetic. You know, sometimes when they do the build outs, they do spend money on the aesthetic, but I don't know. Some closed restrooms. Looks like a bunch of poker and Keno machines, poker, blackjack, the sort of retro games, but not the retro games with like characters or, you know, things like Jackpot Party, just the ones that are retro card games, some old school slides. So this is the other end of the Harrahs on the Las Vegas Strip. So if you like the video, you know, we didn't miss anything. There's just like the things that are on the outside, which is a Fat Tuesday, pizza, cake, you know, that you can see in other videos walking along the Las Vegas Strip. This was the interior of Harrah's. So if you liked the video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you haven't yet subscribed, it would be great if you did. I promise all the videos are not as negative as some are just the ones I don't really care about. But okay, I'll stop talking. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. I'll be back soon. Bye.